Okay, so what's the big idea with RAG? So here I'm asking ChatGPT a question about a latest event. And ChatGPT cannot provide the answer because it's only trained until a specific point in time. But if I ask ChatGPT the same question and provided the answer itself, provided the context, right? Then ChatGPT is able to answer the question based on the context I just provided. So in essence, you provide the question and you also provide the answer to the large language model or ChatGPT, and then it can obviously give the answer because you've already provided the answer. It just formulates a cohesive response. So how does this work really? You have to give it a prompt, and because you know ChatGPT doesn't have the answer, you have to do the retrieval yourself outside of the language model, right? So there's an additional step that you do where you actually retrieve the answer, and then you provide the prompt and the retrieved context both to ChatGPT or the LLM, and then it can generate the answer for you. So essentially, you are giving the question and the answer, but the answer step or the retrieval step is something that you do outside of the large language model. And that's an extra step that you have to do for the language model then to give you a cohesive answer. So that's the big idea behind Retrieval Augmented Generation. So let's look at the definition. This is an architecture. You can even say this is an advanced prompting technique, but let's call it an architecture that augments the capability of a large language model by adding an information retrieval layer that provides the context or that provides the answer. So that's what essentially RAG is, right? And why do we need it? We need it because we know that large language models are limited to the information they are trained on. They're very expensive to pre-train again, or even fine-tune. It's not expensive to fine-tune, but you have to find the data, clean the data, fine-tune the model. So it takes effort to fine-tune the model. And we know that they also have limited context lengths, which means you can't put, for example, the whole of Wikipedia into a prompt. And the context length is always limited. So using techniques like Retrieval Augmented Generation, you can get around some of these challenges.